أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings, dear brothers and sisters. Thank you guys for joining us. Today we're going to be continuing our topic about regulations and limitations to human beings. We talked about limitation of human beings being something that is needed and something that the human beings cannot unchain for their own good, actually for the good of society altogether. Now, before going in, we talked about it, we pointed out to it. Now we're going to point it out more obviously. And that is the fact that when regulating and limiting human beings, it's really going back to the good of society. So thus, when regulating a specific law, the regulator must have in his eyes the importance of society altogether and not look at individual mistakes. True, there are laws that are regulated for individuals themselves, and this goes back to the importance or the connection that individuals have with society. And this example is very put out in many different universities and theories and whatnot. If you have one block higher than another, then you want to build upon these blocks. You will have an uneven block. And that's what's happening in society. When you have a person, for example, with this mental condition, this one person or this sick person in that society will cause sickness throughout society altogether. Like for a better example would be like, for example, a virus. You have one person with this virus, and then he goes into society, he will cause it to spread. Thus, it is very important to maintain individual and society together. Other than that, human beings, like how we stated, have two aspects. The first aspect is the material aspect, which all of us have and all of us seen and touch and feel. And the second one is spiritual aspect. Now, the spiritual aspect in some theories can go back to as well as mental aspects, as it could be understood in the words of Allameh Tabatabai in his different authorizations and books. Thus, when regulating laws for human beings who have two aspects, it is very vital and very important to look at these two aspects when you want to give a law. And for an example, capital punishment is one of the greatest examples to put out there actually about the importance of society and individual manners. For example, when a person kills another person, to stop this idea, because when human beings see another human being doing action, they think it's something normal now. It's a norm now. So it becomes normal to kill another human being in the eyes of society. Thus, to stop this normal thing, there has to be a rule or a punishment to stop, or a regulation to stop this normalization, to make it something taboo again. Thus, capital punishment is available. In front of the eyes of society, the person who did this wrong action would be punished. Therefore, a person would take a reflection, a thought that if I do the same action, this will be the result of my action, then going back into fear of doing the action again, or which was killing in our example. Now, that's very vital, and that is really the main cause behind the legalization, or we could say regulations and limitations coming in and not being correct, or having weaknesses in them. And it's not looking at the aspects of human beings, it's not looking at the importance of looking at society altogether and individual as a member of society. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.